math today, you are going to be working on creating those forms, but we're going to play it with a dice game with a partner, okay? So you're going to get onto Seesaw, and it's not there for you yet because I haven't unlocked it because I know how some of y'all work, and you'd start doing it right away. So haha, beat you to it, you can't do it yet. You are going to go to Seesaw and roll a number assignment, okay? This is the page that you will work on, and you will just use your writing tool to draw your numbers or your picture forms, okay? It says roll the dice 4 times. Record the digits on the lines. Determine the greatest number. Oh, hold on, I just realized something. I didn't share my screen. Ha ha ha, joke's on me. There we go. Okay, here we go, beautiful. So let me show you that again. Again, it hasn't been unlocked to you on Seesaw, so you will not have it yet, but you are going to go to this roll a number. Right here on number 3, I'm going to jump ahead. There's a link. I'm going to click on it. It's going to bring me to some dice, okay? And I can click the dice to roll. All right, directions. Work with your partner in your breakout room to complete the activity. You will need to minimize Zoom and have your Seesaw tab open. You will still be able to hear each other. So this is just like I can still hear you even though I have my Zoom down and I'm showing you my screen. Use the pen tool to record your work in the correct box. Notice I gave you a specific tool. I don't want to use that magical sparkly marker, that highlighter, because it's really hard to read and it's a pretty thick line. So I want you using that pen tool specifically today, okay? Take turns rolling the dice that you have here. You only roll 4 times because you only need 4 digits. So if you're a partnership, you will roll twice and your partner will roll twice. Use the numbers you rolled to create the largest or greatest possible number and the least or smallest possible number. You will then create all the forms of these 2 numbers. When you are done, share your screen with your partner to check each other's work. So I've given you that ability in your breakout rooms today. You'll be able to share your screen. You'll be able to share your screen with your partner. If you see something you disagree with on your partner's work, have a conversation about it and see what needs to be fixed. Click the check to turn in your work when you and your partner agree that you have the correct answers. So if my partner is Camille, when I turn in my work, it should match Camille's exactly because we did the same numbers and we checked each other's work by sharing our screen, okay? So I'm going to show you what all that means now. So this is my work. And again, I'm going to click on that pen tool. Let me move my Zoom controls really quick. Right here, I've got my pen tool. I can choose a color that I like as long as it's a color that's easily seen. I don't want to see any like super light yellows. I'm going to go with that, okay? It says roll the dice 4 times. So if I'm partners with Camille, I'm going to roll twice. Camille's going to roll twice because 2 plus 2 equals 4, okay? So on my dice, I'm going to roll. I got a 6. So up here, I'm going to put a 6. And are you seeing how quickly I'm going back and forth between my tabs? I just have them open right next to each other so that I can do that, okay? So I've got a 6, and I'm actually going to make this a bit smaller. There we go. All right. Now it's Camille's turn. So Camille on her screen opens up her dice, and she says, Miss Sousa, I rolled a 5. So I'm going to write down Camille's 5. Okay. Then it's my turn. So I'm going to say, okay, Camille, I'm rolling. Camille, I got a 5 as well. There's another 5. So then I'm going to put down that 5. And then Camille's going to say, my turn, and she's going to roll. She's going to say, Miss Sousa, I got a 2. So both of us are going to write down a 2. So we now have a 6, a 5, and a 2. The greatest number that I can make is the largest number. That's going to be 6,552. Then Camille and I are going to have a conversation about how to create the expanded form of that. I didn't put this in the directions, but if you'd like to use a text box because it's easier, you can go ahead and do that. So for me, that's easier. So Camille and I have figured out that 6,000 plus 500 plus 50 plus 2 is the expanded form of that number. Now we're going to resize this so that it will fit inside of that box. And there's our expanded form. For our word form, Miss Camille and I are going to have another conversation. Camille, what do you think is the word form of this number? And then we're going to have that conversation. Camille and I have talked about 6,000. Camille, I forget how to spell thousand. Camille says, that's okay, I know how. So she's going to tell me THOUSAND, and then she's going to tell me 552. And then Camille and I are going to resize this box so that it fits inside of our word form there. Beautiful. Okay. Picture form. I do not want you guys using those blocks because they're huge and they won't fit here, but I'll tell you what you can do. If you'd like to use a square, you can make the square super tiny, and then inside of the square you could put a T or an H if you'd like to, but for me it's easier to just draw it, so that's what Camille and I are going to do. So Camille and I are both creating this number right now. There's 1,000. There's 1,000. There's 1,000. There's 1,000. There's 1,000. Oh, I lost track. How many thousands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Camille says we need one more. You're right, Camille, we do. Because Camille and I are talking right now because we're partners, right? Then I need my hundreds. Josh, focus. So I'm going to create my square. And I'm going to put an H inside, and I need 5 of those. 2, 3. Again, if you want to use the squares and write in them, that's totally fine too. 4 and 5. So there's my 500. So now I have 6,500. Camille, we need 5 tens. That looks like 5 sticks. 30, 40, 50. Then we need 2 ones. So Camille and I are going to draw our 2 ones. So Camille's drawing on her seesaw. I'm drawing on my seesaw, and we're talking about it. Okay? Plus 1. Camille, what is 6,552 plus 1? Camille says 3, because after 2 is 3. So Camille and I are both going to write down 6,553. Plus 10, well, I know that after 50 comes 60. So that's going to be 6,562 because we're using this number. We're adding and subtracting from this number. So look, when I add 1, only my ones place changed. 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 3, 2. That's the only difference, that ones place. My tens changed, so guess what? I'm going to have a different tens place. Look, 6, 6, same. 5, 5, same. 6, 5, different tens. My ones are the same. Plus 100, well, we're going to have the same thousands. 6 plus 100, so 5 is going to go up 1 to 600, and then my tens stay the same, and my ones stay the same. Now we're going to be doing some minusing. We're making this smaller. 6,552 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 6,651 because 2 minus 1 is 1. So only that digit changes. Minus 10, now these tens are going to get smaller. 6,542 because my tens went down by 1. Then minus 100, my hundreds place is going to change. I have a 5 up here. Minus 1 is 4. And we've got that. Camille and I have finished our greater than number, so now we're going to switch to our less than number. And I'm not going to show you all the forms again, but I am going to show you how Camille and I make the less than number. Camille and I have a conversation, and we figure out the smallest number over here would be 2,000. 6,000 is greater, 5,000 is greater, so 2 is going to be our smallest. Then our smallest hundred possible is 5. Our smallest 10 possible is 5, and that only leaves 1. So remember, these are the opposite of each other. 6 is first, over here 6 is last. Our 5's in the middle stay the same, and then our 2 is last over here, so over here it's first. And then Camille and I are going to do all that work again for all of these squares. Okay? Camille and I just finished. All of our work is done. Yay! In our heads, remember. All of our work is done. So now she's going to share her screen with me, and I'm going to look at her work. And I'm going to see if we have the same thing. And if I see a problem, I'm going to tell Camille, hey, Camille, I don't agree with this answer right here. Can we talk about that one? And she's going to say, sure. And then we're going to fix it if it needs to be fixed. So I'm done. Now Camille's going to look at my work. So I'm going to show her my screen. And then she's going to check mine. Okay? When we have both checked our plan, our work, now we can turn it in. So now we can hit that check mark. Okay? And we're turning in that work, and it will show up here for Ms. Sousa to grade. Okay? So you're going to go into a breakout room with a partner. And first, I'm going to have you guys open up that link. So again, it is unlocked for you now. When you go to activities, you will see right here a link. I want everybody to click on that link right now and get those dice open. So go click on that link in those directions and open up that dice, please. I'm looking at your screens. See this? I can see what all your screens are doing. So I'm looking at your screens to see who's on the dice and who still needs to get there.
What dice?
Miss Sousa.
In the directions on number 3, there's a link that you click on.
Miss
Leah.
Sousa,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
Right there.
don't see where you're going. All I see is you, not where you're going.
You don't see my screen?
No.
Strange. Let me restart the share.
There you go. There's your
How'd
dice.
you get there?
There we go.
There you go. She said there was a link. See in number 3.
Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yep. So right here in this link, okay, you guys should have that dice. And remember, you're only going to roll that dice 4 times. Your partner will roll it twice, and you will roll it twice. Okay, so you only need that at the very beginning. All right. Then you're going to go ahead and click on your Add a Response button, so it will open up your work, and leave that open up in a back tab, and then I'm going to set up your meeting rooms. Afternoon at 12:40, we are not going to Zoom. We're going to extend that work time. And the reason is when I'm looking at my login for assignments on Pearson Realize from your textbook, 6 people completed their work yesterday. All right. And 5 people started it. So that's 11 people, and I have 31 students. 20 people did not even log in to the math textbook yesterday. So because this is new to us and it's the beginning of the year, I'm going to show a little bit of grace and allow our afternoon time to be work time on that. Okay. I am putting some grades in this weekend. So if that is still missing or unfinished, that will become a 0 in your grade book, which is a 0% F. Okay, so you need to make sure that on your Pearson Realize textbook and your Clever login that you have done both assignments. You had 2. You had the quick check and you had the adaptive homework practice. I think a lot of us thought there was only 1. There's 2. Okay, so double check. Go into your textbook, log in, see if you have those assignments there to start or to finish, because only 6 people have turned them in. Okay. So again, take lunch, take a break. At 12:40, get back on your computer and work on your textbook work and work on finishing this Seesaw assignment. Okay? So at 12:40, no Zoom, it's work time on those textbook assignments and your Seesaw assignment for roll a number. All right? Okay. We will get back on Zoom for our regular dismissal time at 2:20 for our announcements. Okay, so at 2:20, make sure you are back on. But between now and then, you are eating lunch, you are taking a break, and then you are doing your work. Okay? All right. If you do not have any questions, goodbye. I will see you at 2:20. If you do have questions, please stay logged in. I would be happy to answer those for you.